Boys and girls, we're in Europe for the first time ever, and I'm giddy about it. Let's go and see who we're going to play. So, are we seeded or are we unseeded? We're unseeded. Why are we unseeded? We're not on the same level as TNS, surely, and Derry City. I'm a little bit upset about that. Is there any... I mean, these all look beatable. We'd probably want... I mean, Servette would be fun, wouldn't it? Right, we'll take this. This would be a lot of fun. Come on. Come on. Let's head back to Geneva. Come on. Come on. Ugh. At least I've taken Anderlecht out of the pot, I suppose. They're both seeded. What are the seedings even for? East Fife. At least Trevor and his mates don't need to get Thursday off work. We're at home in the first leg. We play... Oh, that feels like it's quite a hard one. It'll be fine. We'll ruin them. We are going to ruin them right in the face. It's going to be a Brendan Critchlow masterclass. He's going to take Europe by storm. Top scorer in the competition this year. Hertha now want Hearn. Do we just sell him for 12 million, 15 million? Right, we're getting rid of Cartwright. We are going to try and negotiate a little bit. Come on, all the way. All the way up. All the way up. Come on. Another one of my former clubs messing with me. Can we have an optional future fees? We've got some spending money. Can we have... I mean, just like $250,000. Yeah. Thanks. Oh, what the hell? My secret South African's gone to Parma. Hideous. Takis is leaving. So that gets rid of most of our troublemakers. We've just got Ryan, who I do intend to register just as soon as we can. Who the hell is this one? What on earth is this? Who is he? Are you telling me a guy I bought in for free and then never used has gone on to be worth £10 million? Trained in Scotland as well. Yeah, exactly. He would have been quite handy. I mean, he's trained at Rafe Rovers. That's the ground we're playing at in Europe. We could have stuck him in as homegrown. Right, let's beat them. Oh, here we go. Can we get Ryan in now? So we are now able to make a replacement. So we need to get Ryan in. But who are we going to take out? What's he waiting for? Pleased his teammate's been made a promise. Oh, are you? That means you're going to take over the grumpiness when he leaves, probably. I think we're going to take Kai Owen out. Because Anthony Gordon could play up front if need be. Which is a little harsh on Owen. But I think Ryan is a more important player for us. So we've just got someone else that we can upset. There you go. So Jack Ryan is now happy. Houston is now unhappy. He wasn't unhappy before, but he now is. I'm sure he'll tell me all about it soon. But we have a team to take on PAOK. Can't fill a bench, but we have a team. Come on then, boys. Let's get ourselves into the league stage and make some money. I love the fact that we've moved to a bigger ground and it's not even full. It's not even got as many people in as would be. We get 6,000 week in, week out for our normal home matches. We've got 5,800 for this. We might as well have just played it at East Fife. People couldn't be bothered to make the journey. Well, we've not seen a European goal in Scotland yet. Johnny, thank you very much for the 10 months. Now we've got to play St Mirren before we do the second leg. Check what stadium that game was at. It was at Rafe Rovers, wasn't it? Oh, no, it was at our ground. Then I am confused. Why have we got a European stadium and then we played our European game at home? Very, very odd. Anthony Gordon's not training very hard. It's almost as if he's just here for a retirement paycheck. Oh, someone wants him now. Oh, God, imagine if we could get all that money from Hearts for him. Have Hearts got 11 million to give us? No, of course they haven't. I need a foreign club to show an interest in him, looking to generate funds. If we can get 10 million out of Hearts for a reserve, that'd be amazing. Right, come on, Simpson Pussy, in you come. You're not having that. We don't do big signing on fees here. We haven't got the money for signing on fees. Player swap. What, with Hearts? I'd rather have the 11 million quid. There's no way this lot I've got 11 million pounds worth of players that I'd want. So, no, I'll take the cash, please. Have they ever had anywhere near that kind of money? I mean, yeah, they have. They did sell 15 million pounds worth that year. Does Jack Fletcher still play for this lot? Is that my former boy Webster as well? Have they got two of my former boys in their team? Because Webster would be a guy to bring back for a third time. Now we need Scottish players. Ah, hideous. It's him again, the one that got away. And we've got tired little legs all over the pitch as well. It's not okay. Harder than the first year in the top league. Yeah, I think so. Because the first year in the top league, you get that promotion bounce and everyone's happy and everyone plays the reserves against you. That's one of the easier seasons you have. The first season in the top league. First season in Europe's a nightmare. Because everyone knows you're good, but your players are always shattered, and the European hangover is just hard-coded into the game. There you go, we're making an offer for Christian Webster to get him in for his third spell at the club and get us an extra Scottish player, which will be handy. Right, Cartwright has gone to Preston, which is handy. Now, Hewson is going to cause a grumpy. I'll just apologise. Apologising seems to be the way. That doesn't make me feel any better. I mean, okay. That's fine. And yet, the mutiny's just moved on to him. Brilliant. I'm so glad we spent all that time getting rid of the other guy. Let's offer him out now. For goodness sake, Football Manager, why do you do this to me? He didn't even care before. Now all of a sudden he's got an entire team of players agreeing with him that I'm a monster. Because we're just not allowed to have a happy squad. At a time when we really need a happy squad. Why are you idiots here? For goodness sake. What do you want? Best Oliver Skip impression.
We're not sure what you have against him, but it's concerning for a few of us.
All right, Spursy. Who cares? I'm getting fed up of hearing about Jared Hewson, and I particularly don't care what you all think. Oh, God, that was a little harsh. I made a decision that was best for the team. You can't claim it's good for the team when lots of us are unhappy. Yet on the flip side, Jack, if you all stopped moaning, that would be best for the team. Very productive. I'm glad to have sorted it out. Thanks, guys. Just completely ignoring what Jack Ryan says, because this lot are all satisfied now. So I'm just going to completely disregard him because I want him to leave anyway. Don't care what you think, Jack. There you go. We're down to just two people agreeing with him. One of which we're trying to get rid of anyway. Where is he? Let's offer him out again. Oh, there's no one wants him now. That's unfortunate. Right, here we go then. The second leg against Powock. Come on, gentlemen. Let's do a football, shall we? Oh, here we go. Here comes the goal. It's a longish throw from Critchlow. Why is Critchlow taking it? He's the big guy who should be in the middle. There's the cross, though. Williams is there! And David Williams is the scorer of our first ever goal in Europe. And what an important... That might be the most valuable goal in the history of this football club. We're through to the league stage, everybody. which is worth money, you would expect. 85 grand. Are you sure? Oh, no, hang on. There's some more up there. That's all right, then. Apparently, it provides no shocks. That money's very helpful. Look at us. Look at us having money. Now, look at who we're playing. We're playing Manchester United. And a camera lens. That's quite a lot of hard games, isn't it? Did Hearts get through? Are they going to have Jack Ryan money? Oh, did they get through? No, they didn't. They bottled it on penalties. So Hearts are going to be in the Europa League with us. Yeah. Right, it's another secret South African, everybody. This guy is their starting international goalkeeper, 27 caps for South Africa. He's 6'5". It might be the end of Sir George with a secret South African goalkeeper coming in. Right, there you go. We've got our new 6'5" secret South African goalkeeper, and Simpson Pussies in because of Martinez in the World Cup. Wow. So they brought in a rule to just make it easier for him to get away with it. There's our new defender. And Christian Webster is back for his third spell as well. Just because he has a Scottish passport. That's not a thing that exists. But we needed a Scottish player, and now we have another one. He's been with us at 3 different stages of this project. And now he's here again. Bordeaux might be interested. Oh, wow, we can intermediary him for get 5.5 million. I mean, it's not 10 million. That is 5.5 million, though. Get him gone. So we get 60% of that. So what's that going to be? Like, let's wait for the money to come in and then spend it in the last 6 hours of the window on Scottish players. No, you're not going for no salary. That's silly. Come on, where's the offers for Ryan? 5.2. Powock are going to give me 5 million. We just knocked them out of Europe. And the reward is, here, Kev, have 5 million pounds. All right. Yeah, deal. Make sure he's on the transfer list. Offer him out as well. Just get him gone. Hewson's gone. So that's all the troublemakers gone. We need to prepare some Scottish players to bring in. Who are we going to move for when we get this Ryan money? We need homegrown in Scotland players who are interested in joining us. And ideally good enough to play for us. There's nobody homegrown at East Fife. I think we established that in the last stream, yeah. Our homegrown at club players are just not going to be a thing. But we need to get another couple of Scottish players. He might be the one to throw some money at. Because then we have a backup striker for Europe as well. And he's only 20. Let's get him re-scouted. And then let's see if there's any just kids who are 18 who can then become superstars for us. Ones that we can grow into our own homegrown players. Is there any bargains here? Not really. I'm going to have to insist on that money up front. You do what you want with your instalments. Balls to you then. No, you're not going on loan anywhere. He's not going to go now because he's going to decide he wanted to go to Cardiff. I wish Ryan would hurry up and get out. He's not giving me much time, is he? We're going to have to make a move for this Scottish youngster now. And just hope that everything comes together correctly in the end. What was his name? Scullion. Right, minimum fee release clause at 2.9 million. It's a huge amount of money, but we're going to be in the Champions League soon. So let's just throw it around. Not mess around with any of that kind of stuff. There we go. Come on, Jack, get gone. If he now doesn't go, I'm going to be very cross. Please just leave. You've got 2 hours. Their deadline day is going to be different to ours, isn't it? And he's not going to rush out the door. It will go through afterwards, so we can't spend the money. Yeah, brilliant. What? He's being a turd on the way out as well. So both of the incoming transfers are cancelled. And he'll just leave later on in the day. Oh, sorry, boss. Was there a rush? You are a jerk. You are a jerk. Get out of my squad, you turd. Owen can come back in. Bless his cotton socks. Oh, actually, we've got other players that need to be registered. Let's do this from scratch. Let's just put my sensible hat back on for a minute. Because we now have a proper goalkeeper as well. And what's his name? Webster's back. And we've got Simpson Puss. Oh, God. If anything, I've made this problem worse. Right, so left back is Bexton. Right back is still Owen, and then Parker can cover both sides. Centre back, we've got to have him. We've got to have him. And we've got to have him. Defensive midfield. We need him and him and him. And we might come back for Estrada as well. Attacking midfield, it's him and him. Up front, it's definitely Critchlow and Gordon. And then wide, we need Coulson, we need Albert, we need McDonald. And then I think we're allowed one more player from the entire squad. So that one more player should be probably Estrada because he's a utility player. It's Estrada or Kai Owen. So I guess we go Estrada. Yeah. Oh, we can't have Estrada. Can we have Owen? No, we can't have either of them. Oh, well. Oh, that's because of the change to the goalkeeper. Okay, then. I guess we go with this. Bring the young goalies back. I mean, it won't impact being able to add them to the squad. We need to have 2 keepers in the squad now because we've got this guy as well. So the only way to get one of them in is to take Sir George out, and that seems mad. So Estrada's probably going to be a bit upset that he's been replaced by a goalkeeper. But we have brought 2 centre-backs into the squad. So we don't need him as much. Is anyone still in for him? Powock is still in for him. Get the league table on. We need to get back to not necessarily even winning ways, but we can't lose again. Ideally, we come here and pick up a win. Motherwell have been rubbish for years. We need to beat them. Or else all this European nonsense and all this money is for nothing if I end up getting fired. It is a Greek club buying him, yes. So I imagine their transfer window's late like Turkey. Like they've probably got 2 weeks left of their window. Oh, they've got Mr. Tickle and a fish at the back. They've got all the fun names. Oh, Sir George is done, isn't he? It's not ideal. We're berating. I'm very cross with them. Because this is a terrible start to the season. Oh, I'm furious. Oh, we're playing Celtic next as well. Well, that makes things better. And then Hibs. Oh, this is... We're going to be changing the tactic before our first Europa League game. Which is not ideal because this tactic would have been really good for Europe. Sir George's days are numbered. But he gets to play Celtic one last time. One last chance for a heroic performance against this lot. Because let's face it, the way we started the season, we're not going to be in Europe next year. So it then becomes a problem for 2 years' time anyway. So signing 4 or 5 18-year-olds now who'll be 2 years in and almost homegrown by the time we're back in Europe again might be the play. Brendan Critchlow scoring goals again. What a time to be alive. Despite the fact of the Saliba rule, which means FM's a load of nonsense when it comes to that. Oh, Brendan. Oh, Brendan. If Saliba's homegrown at Arsenal, which he is, you should be able to loan him out. They've got a player called Tricky. That's a great name. So the first shot Sir George faces. He's done. He is done. Somebody get it into Critchlow? Oh, look at us. Knocking the ball around like we're good at football. We're relentless. They just can't withstand the pressure. And there's Albert with his first ever goal for the club. Why is this taking an hour to render? Because I think you're rendering it in 4K, Topher, like a silly goose. Shoot, Brendan. We're doing a shenanigans free kick. Albert's in again. We are ruining Celtic. This is beautiful. Estrada is now grumpy that he's not in the Champions League squad. For goodness sake. We got 1 day of no grumpy boys. It was enough to beat Celtic 4-1, and now we're back to the grumpy boys again, so we're going to lose to Hibs. I hate it. It's so stupid. I mean, I did say Estrada would have a grumpy on the moment we had to pull him out of the squad. The issue isn't that the players are annoyed. It's the issue that is that it has such an overwhelming effect on the rest of the squad. There's no way squad morale should be down to average after what we just did to Celtic. And then them being down to average shouldn't make them play as poorly as they'll now play as a result. It's far too overpowered. Albert's gone from scoring 2 goals against Celtic and looking like a world beater to giving the ball away against Hibs because his mate, who he's only known for 3 weeks, doesn't get to play in Europe. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Ah! Lovely. I can't envisage a scenario where there's any bugs or anything we're unhappy with the new game. It'll be fine. Hey, football. I retract my previous rant as your posture check. Brilliant free kick. Well worth it. Wowzers. Oh, this is... I mean, Hibs definitely deserve something out of this game. They've been all over us in the second half. Simpson Pussy, not ideal there, and that's just so clumsy. He doesn't need to do that. The guy's going nowhere. That's just naivety. We can't be coming into Europe doing that. Very, very annoying. Come on, Sir George. Keep your spot in the team for a little bit longer. Remind us why we fell in love with you in the first place. Oh, dear. Yeah. I might go to bed in a minute. I don't know how much more of this I can take in one evening. I just want to take my medicine and come back next season. Can we sim the rest of this season? Because it's just going to be very upsetting. I would hydrate, but I don't have any hydration fluid. I've got a bottle of water here. It's fine. Did Regensburg win the cup to be? Regensburg are always good in Football Manager. Hey, football. They're just showing the goals from the local team. Just the goals. And if there's a lot of them, they're not even going to show them all. They'll just show the winner. That's all I need to see when we're losing. Maybe we'll get a point. I may have, with some of my words, may have led you to believe I'm frustrated at how that match has gone. Coming here and only losing by 1 goal as East Fife is actually quite good. They're in the Bundesliga. They are 15th. We're not going to worry about that. They're in the Bundesliga. They're quite good. Who are we playing now? Dundee United. We've got to beat them. We can't have European hangovers this year. We're already playing remote control Lens next as well. Oh, of course, they've got Scullion up front, so he's guaranteed to score because I'm trying to sign him at the moment. Come on. Football! Right, we are now playing remote control Lens. Sir George is back in goal. What could go wrong? Why have we got 2 really hard away games up first in this? Talk about not giving us any hope at all of qualifying. Loving the new Lego channel. You, sir, are a content grinder. Thank you very much. I am also loving the Lego channel. If you haven't watched the Lego channel yet, boys and girls, Block Party on YouTube and TikTok and Instagram. But let's face it, don't bother with Instagram. No one else is. We've got over 6,000 YouTube subs, around 6,000 TikTok followers, and about 250 Instagram followers. I'm putting the exact same content on Instagram and TikTok, which I realise you're supposed to tailor content to platform, blah, blah, blah. I don't know how to do Instagram. I've never figured it out. Even on my LOLLUJO Instagram, I've got less than 15,000. Maybe rather than putting my TikToks onto Instagram, maybe I need to do sexy Lego poses on there. If I do if I just pose naked with a load of Lego roses covering my rude parts, you know you'd love that. Oh, I hate Europe already. The racist mums really know it, they do. Brendan! He scuffed that one in, but it doesn't matter how it goes in. No, I'm not going on Facebook. I'll use eBay like a human. Come on then! We might be getting our first European point here. And Moreira has his first goal for us. The birth of a superstar in Europe. I mean, losing against Motherwell and St Mirren stings less, seeing how well they've started the season. Critchlow's the top scorer. Scullion, who we're trying to buy, is up there with him. I mean, we've got no hope of getting this kid, have we? We've got to find a way to do it. I mean, we'll try everything. I can't imagine. If that has given us enough, that would be ridiculous. Right, we can't increase wage budget or transfer budget because of the club's present financial situation. What, having loads of money for the first time in the history of the club? Is that enough to get Scullion now? No. We tried. Did you put the transfer budget into scouting? Is that what I just did? Oh, God. I did it the wrong way round. What? That wasn't what I was supposed to do. Oh, I see. Imagine if I couldn't have got that back. That would have been devastating. That would have been a save-ending piece of devastating disappointment. Any clauses to say, oh no, we've not really sold players at any point during the save. Right, boys and girls, we're going to wrap things up there. Like I say, we'll be back with Football Manager on Sunday night. Obviously, we've got a Wembley video on YouTube tomorrow and a Lego stream on t'other YouTube tomorrow night. But for now, let's raid somebody. We'll raid RDF.